Hey, 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 it's the Bright Idea Sports Show. Sorry about that sound. I don't know why the logo played the fire timer and didn't work. ah, I can't even hear you right now, Marcus. I'm trying to see why I can't hear you. See if I can hear you
You
now.
hear me?
Yeah, that's why I
Hello?
didn't hear it. I guess I didn't hear the fire timer. There we go. I didn't have my soundboard on. What's up, everybody? It's October, what is it, 7th? The 7th?
Seven. Yeah,
Football
man.
started. Russell just got knocked down. Greatest time of the year. Got all the sports kind of coinciding with each other.
Yeah, it's a good time right now, man. A lot of exciting things happening in the sports world
Oh yeah,
during our first weekend of October. This is good stuff.
yeah, good stuff. I mean, our real champions of the city getting ready to start up the playoffs. Y'all know them. Y'all know them. No, and other than the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves. Yes, sirree, buddy. Baseball time. Baseball time. Uh,
Brave.
what a game last night, Marcus. That was a nice surprise last night. That was. I was like, I wonder who won the game because I kind of took my mind off. I saw it was 1-1, and I looked up. I said, "Oh, that's how they ended it." Chris
Man,
Thomas.
I actually caught it, man. I was just messing around last night. I had watched Dave Chappelle's special, and I was still up and we're ready to go to bed. So I started watching it in the sixth inning, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got a chance to watch it all the way. It was pretty exciting, man. Playoff baseball is different from regular season baseball. It's more focused, more everything counts, and as you can see last night, all it takes is one swing of the bat to end it all. So
One
that was pretty
swing. Yeah, that was definitely a good look see there. Um Braves now they're getting ready to battle with Milwaukee. That's what we sorry. Sorry y'all. So Braves getting ready to battle the Brewers. Brewers of course got the home field advantage. But how you like the Braves bats and the pitching? I'm worried about the pitching as usual. I think we got some hitting, but can we, get out of those jams when we got runners on the bag and one out? Can we get the out? What do you think?
based on the last month of the season, it looks like the Braves were able to find that right mix of good pitching and timely hitting. I think this team is now a little bit more playoff mature, and maybe they understand what it's going to take for them to get to the next level. So I think they may be able to step it up and bring it all together. You worried about the pitching. I'm worried about the hitting. I need them to score some runs to help out those pitchers to
Mm-hmm.
give them a little cushion. But I like I like Atlanta. Braves got a pretty balanced team, and I think they're hungry. I think they can beat both the Brewers in this series.
But man, they got on the horizon. They got two of the best records in all of baseball sitting waiting. Either way you put it, not gonna be an easy series. But we're gonna focus on this series now because they're our first champion. We're gonna give MLS. They had the second championship, but the granddad is the Braves. We all know '95 when Sid Bream was all the way out. But hey, they was tired of seeing us struggling on TBS all them years. All them years just want something to happen. Dale Murphys and Bob Horners, Rafael Ramirez, Glenn Hubbard. Good old days, good old days. But shout out to the Braves, man. That, we're used to their success. We just wish we had more championships. That's always what we want here is a championship, so we can, say we can be like Chicago or New Orleans. Lord have mercy. Why do they have to get one before us? But it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. A lot of stuff going on in the news, Marcus. You already know where we're going with this one. You said you went home this past 2 weeks ago. You went home for the
Yeah.
burial of your grandpa. And did you happen to go to your restaurant that you own in Northport and some young little dancer from Mackenzie Courts came over there and gave you a lap dance?
I wasn't so fortunate as Brother Urban, but man, this is the wildest story I ever heard, man. What kind of restaurant you have that you can take your kids to, your grandkids, and then you get a girl dancing on you within hours? What kind of restaurant he running? I don't know.
Or it could have been just going to see somebody. Never know.
I think that's more what it was. Is that Irvin had a
Bobby
little
Petrino
setup?
smoke where there's smoke, where there's smoke, there's fire. Irvin, it's a little bit deeper than that. He had to apologize to his wife. I mean, I guess, I understand that because to get out to the news maybe, but it's got to be something else there, man. I don't know. That's, all the reports. I spell Urban wrong. I'm sitting there looking at that right now. Nobody gonna tell me that I spelled Urban wrong. I was typing too fast. Uh, um, the players pretty much lost all respect for him. Do you think he'll last?
He's got to start winning some games. I think if they do worse than what they did last year, he'll probably excuse himself, man. I mean that's just. I think he's over his head as is, just with the rigors of the NFL, and he'll never admit it. But I think he'll step down eventually.
Yeah,
But I want to make a public service announcement. You can't do anything these days without a camera catching it.
yeah.
I mean, it's people filming everything, and it's just Urban caught up in his moment, had a little drink, didn't think that somebody was sitting there filming him being nasty in his bar.
That's exactly
Because
what he was.
I saw his hand go down underneath the girl
Yeah,
backside when he was sitting on that bench, and I know what he was reaching for. So,
yeah.
you know,
Everybody know what all the OGs know what he was reaching for. Come on, we been we been that dude before somewhere in life. I mean, how'd you like the way he apologized? Like the first he kind of did it on his own. I mean, I think he's pretty arrogant as a person. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, he won some games and stuff. He's pretty legendary out there in Ohio and Florida. So he kind of got the best of both worlds. What you think? How you think how
so
he
I think
responded?
guys get hired all the time in the NFL, but when you hired as the next great thing, and that you're going to be the one, you've been deemed the one to turn everything around. It's different from a coach coming in and trying. Arthur Smith, he coming in trying to make the Falcons better, but nobody is sitting here saying, "Oh, we hired Arthur Smith, we gonna win 15 games or something like that." And that's what Jacksonville kind of did with Urban Meyer. So it's like when you put somebody up on a high pedestal, you basically setting them up for a big fall. So I really don't know how he'll recover as far as getting his players back on his team. It just depends on how the games go, because that's what matters, the dollars of the game. So
Mm-hmm.
once we see how that goes, then you'll see what Urban's future will be.
Yeah, man, he's got some work to do because I mean they played a pretty good game last week. I mean, he definitely surprised us because you already know we didn't think that was. I had the exact wrong people. Shout out to Chris saying "Go Dodger Blue." I see him over there. I see you, Chris. But yeah, Urban's got some stuff to work on. But hey, we gonna keep it moving because nobody want to keep talking about him because hell, when we do it, we get put out of the league and you already know what would have happened. We would have been having to apologize to all these people, and I mean, shout out
Take
to
a class,
oh
how
my
to keep your
God,
hands to yourself.
how to keep your hands out of young ladies in Columbus's pants. So, Urban, I wish you the best. I hope you figured out, but you got some nerve, man. Y'all just lost, and you just going up there on a break like it was like a bye week, man. You can't do it that way. Marcus, I guess your fourth favorite sport, maybe fourth, fifth, next to I don't know where it ranks in your, but you follow it pretty good. And of course, we follow Deontay because he's from Tuscaloosa. We want the big guy to win, but tall task against this boxer because it's a slugger versus a boxer in my words. So, what you got, Marcus?
Man, it's gonna be an interesting trilogy. Third fight in this trilogy of Wilder versus Fury, man. Just looking at some of the preliminary stuff, Wilder went in and got himself a new trainer, and He's implemented more boxing techniques in his training. He's been off for 17 months. A lot of time to get some things right. He's talking about he's going to do this, that, and the other. But he has to show me that he wants to dominate Tyson Fury. First fight, Deontay, okay, he did well. Fury did well as well, but Deontay knocking him down helped him out a whole lot, and I think that's why it ended in a draw. And the second fight, it wasn't no match at all. Deontay couldn't do anything with Fury. So it's all going to come about adjustments. My heart wants to say Deontay is going to come in and do a better fight because the second fight, he was absolutely terrible. But I don't know if he's had enough time to develop the skills that he needs as a boxer to deal with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is clever. He's an experienced boxer, and he actually has skills. So I wouldn't be shocked if Fury wins, but I'll be rooting for Deontay to win.
Yeah, that's definite. Like, what's he gonna? I don't know, man. It just seems. I think he should have kind of messed with Floyd. At least Floyd could have taught him some defense because Fury hit you coming forward and going backwards. So, right. and he was trained by, he from a family of fighters. I think his grandpa fought, his daddy fought, his uncles fought. Come on, Disley, you got to catch that. I need them points. He got a tall task. I was reading some couple of articles, and it was saying that he really didn't want this fight just yet. He wanted to do the Joshua fight and then get the Wilder. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Yeah, because he could have had two big paydays.
Yeah, that was a big time money thing. And he wanted to strike the iron while it was hot. But these guys write up these contracts to get rematches, and the courts are upholding the contract. So, hey, that comes along with the territory. I think this fight is better. I think it'll be a better boxing match than against Joshua. Joshua losing a couple of weeks ago. I think that was more about money. I think this one is more about who's going to be the bigger or better man in this fight.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm excited about it. Saturday night, correct?
Saturday night.
I'm coming to your house since we're not going to Birmingham no more. So hey, let's rock it and roll it. Turning our attention to other sports. This young guy, Marcus, is one of his favorite Dookies. Just like that name, Dookie. It's about to end, though. God, thank you, Coach K, for finally leaving so you wouldn't have to, God, thank you. You need to go. But Kyrie Irving. Kyrie says that he's not going to get the vaccine as of now. Therefore, in New York, they got a mandate. You can't do an indoor event unless you're vaccinated. Am I saying this right, CDC guy?
No, that's the state of New York.
State of New York, yeah. State of New York said that. And so, therefore, Kyrie, I don't know if it's for religious purposes or what, but he says that, hey, not interested in that. So, right now, he can only play in road games, but he can't play against the Warriors, I don't think, because you can't do it at Warriors or the Lakers, so that's another state out. And I'm sure some other states may have it that we just don't know about. But in the news, you see Harden and KD coming out just kind of saying, like, yeah, Kyrie's part of the big picture. We support him in anything, blah, blah, blah. So, with Kyrie, you turn on him. I think that's when he get kind of vindictive and whatever. But I think LeBron and not LeBron, but KD and James Harden, they get so criticized so much, they kind of all stick together. So they know kind of how to stroke his ego but without whatever. So Harden said he hadn't really talked to him, and then Steve Nash said, "Hey, until something happened, we'll let you know." But Harden said it's on the management to get all that stuff handled. What you think about it,
man? So this is another case of a smart person who thinks that they're smart in everything. Man, this is the prime example of problems that we have going on right now. You have people who are making decisions based on information from folks who aren't even in the field of vaccines or healthcare, and they're giving you this information, and this is what you choosing to believe, and you rolling with that. These conspiracy theories that somebody's putting something in your body, and all these different things where you're getting them from sources that not even close to even knowing if there is actually something in there. And what we're seeing here is just that, your jobs are going to be affected. That's just what we come down to. And Kyrie, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do, unfortunately. I mean, you make a lot of money and this, that, and the other, but this rule is going to cost you big time as far as your team in terms of being able to play. I think that it's not smart. He's going to lose a lot of money. Lucky that he got a lot of money already, but if this was just the average Joe who needed a check, he's going to lose a whole lot of money. But I'm just really getting tired of these smart, dumb people stating things that they have no actual evidence, no relevance, nothing. But they're around here spewing these things, and they're making not so smart decisions. And it's different if you make your decision based upon facts and true things. But conspiracies, man, you can miss me with all that. So Kyrie, to me, is the biggest smart dummy I ever seen, because the reasons that he want to give why he don't want to take the vaccine are just dumb. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I we both. I'm in healthcare as well, and it's just, I don't know what people have the time sometimes. I mean, you take all this other stuff, noni juices and all these cleanses and these weight loss things, but y'all don't ask, taking that stuff off the top of the bodega around the corner to get it up. But his battle, I guess, that's going to be a battle with him and the team for sure. But I'm sure it's going to come to a head when they get a nice little losing streak. Yeah, it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue. But
the team's great, because guess what? If he don't play because he's not vaccinated, they don't have to pay him. So they save money.
Now when he hit that number, like, and you saw Wiggins heard that number, said, "Hold up."
Right.
Oh, wait. How much? No, that's not what we doing today. That's not what we doing. But NBA has started, Marcus. It has started. Preseason power rankings are out. These are preseason, you all. We got a team from Atlanta in the top 10. Can you believe that? Looking at the order going from left to right, you got the Nets, the Bucks, LeBron and his Lakers, Suns, Jazz, Mavericks, Nuggets, Hawks, Heat, and the old face is back. They're giving them a start, but you think they can stay in that top 10?
I think they can. They'll have enough shooting to stay in the top 10. Hell, they were in the playoffs last year, so yeah. I think they'll stay up there. I'm looking to see who's going to rebound this year, because you got Miami that had an off season last year.
I watched them play. I liked how Lowry is what they needed in their life. Lowry is what they needed in their life. My Bulls now, they on the outside knocking. We gonna have some firepower, but right. We got the Hawks here winning. KJ went to the game last night, by the way. What'd you say?
I'm shocked they don't have the Knicks up here.
Man, but how are they gonna play? Are they gonna play that style where they just give it to Julius and clear out? Newsflash, that didn't work in Houston. Man, they better run some offense through somebody, man. I mean, I like it. I like the top. The Nuggets I thought would be a little higher, and definitely.
Who you got this one in the top 10 coming in making some noise? Who you think?
Outside top 10, Portland.
Okay.
Portland, and I think Memphis is gonna get in there.
No Chicago.
Well, we're not talking about the West. We got to break it down. This is all of them. So yeah, the best out of that. Sheesh. Oh, Philadelphia.
Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philly. All Philadelphia. Right. I mean, I know certain people would love to hear about that. That drama right there. Man, it's getting ugly. It's getting late in the season. The season's about to start in like 2 weeks, so they better get it together. Did you see the dunk that John Collins put? Oh, KJ said, "Dad, he was up so high," because he went to the game. He said, "Man."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He said, "I could see it all the way from my seat."
Hey, man. It's like he went up Kev and paused at the top of his jump.
Man, that was a highlight. That was
Ammo
a
on you.
highlight. They forcing the ball to Robert Woods right now. He been complaining. He wants some balls thrown his way. But yeah, that's gonna be exciting. That's my favorite sport is basketball and football. But definitely getting excited about the season starting. Them boys have played about 1,000 games in 2.5 years, huh? Year and a half, 2 years. It's a lot. That's a lot.
Right.
But changing our focus to football, everybody. Football. We got some college games going on. Everybody's pretty excited about this game. I don't really know why, but it seems like Nebraska is kind of iffy, but Michigan is on FIRE. What you think?
Michigan has a couple of good quarters, and then they have one real bad quarter. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why everybody's excited because they thinking that Nebraska can maybe hang in there and take advantage. But Michigan is a good team with good athletes. They just don't have the focus to play 4 quarters just yet. They could be snuck up on because of that. But if they were to get it together, I think they got a good chance of doing well. But Michigan, Nebraska, Nebraska's really not ready for Michigan. I think they'll perform in a couple of quarters if they're real good. They got a real good running back, and I think they'll end up beating
Yeah, they
Nebraska.
got a wide receiver and the quarterback. They pretty on the same page. So he was airing it out to him last week. But that's Big Ten football. I'm not really always impressed with the product. So usually it's top heavy. To me it is. But hey, Theo probably begs to differ. Second game. Second game. Put it up here because it's Saban against one of his former minions. But
Yeah,
the way if Arkansas handled them like that, Brian, you think Brian Robinson got some tread on his tires after them 30 carries last week?
hey, he just getting started, man. He got plenty of tread.
Ooh, woo, boy! Brian Robinson gave him the business. What was the outcome with McClellan? Did his knee was it a bad season ender?
Yeah,
What was
yeah,
it,
season
ACL?
ending. Yeah,
Oh man.
he's
Well,
out.
Robinson,
He's out.
the NFL is yours. You better take it. Count it.
Better take him.
You better take. He went to County High, right? Or Hillcrest.
That's right. He went
Yeah,
to County High.
County
No,
High.
he went to Hillcrest. Hillcrest.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Brian Robinson going to Hillcrest. That's a pat ride too. And the game of the evening. The spotlight is on you, Georgia. But unfortunately, Bo Nix plays for Auburn. They don't know who's the quarterback. Shout out to Cole Kublik. Cole put on Facebook a picture when he was the center for if y'all know Cole, he's SEC sideline. He does the SEC. I think it's that SEC morning.
Oh, in the booth now. He in the
Huh?
booth for the
Yeah, he in the
SEC.
booth. Yeah, he in the booth now. He worked his way up. Yeah, we used to, we still buy J's together. He still called me, Kev, can you find me some J's? I was, yeah, man. I come over here and send him, mail it to him. But great guy. Went to high school with him. He put a picture up from the cigar game. Remember when Tuberville and them won last time they won LSU? They called it a cigar game. So he showed that little picture. So that was cute, Cole. That was cute that you put that on there. But Cole, that defense is dominant. So I don't know if you guys got enough for it. And it's gonna probably be a snoozer. Probably gonna be, some turnover touchdowns. But hey, I got Georgia.
I don't know if Auburn gonna score on this defense, man. This defense is rough.
Yeah, they
Uh,
fast.
Auburn play. Okay, I thought about this. So Auburn played Penn State, and Penn State has a really good defense, and Auburn held their own, even though they lost, but they stayed in the game. So that gives me a little bit of hope that at least Auburn will score against Georgia and maybe stay in the game a little bit. Uh, I'm still not confident in Georgia's offense, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think when they play a team with a really good defense that forces them to do things they don't like to do, I don't know if they're going to be able to do those things. So, it's almost like you give up one thing to have something good, and that's how I see Georgia. They gave up having an explosive offense to have a really, really good defense. But
Yeah, because they
I
got
got
some on
Georgia
there.
beating Auburn.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a barn. It's gonna be. I mean, they made it on TV, but I mean, hey, sleeper. Shout out to the alma mater, Morehouse. We got to play Tuskegee. Tuskegee's coming in 2-3. We are 0-5. But we're not there. We not. Yeah, but we in Birmingham. You know, we get to get us some Green Acres. Get you some five piece on white with ketchup, hot sauce, and mustard, and some French fries. You can go get you some food over at Nikki's West. You know, hey, have a good time while you're there. Birmingham's welcoming us there. They've been, you know, the mayor of Birmingham went to Morehouse, Randall Goodfin, and he's been trying to get these type of things because, you know, what Birmingham's, being from Birmingham, you know, being so close to Atlanta, you know, a lot of times Atlanta was getting a lot of the stuff that Birmingham was probably bidding for, but just didn't, you know, happen that way. So he's there now, and he's trying to have a little bit progressive thought and having some, you know, bigger events. So, you know, we got the bowl games. We got a better bowl game, I think, now, right? Better bowl game. They've been having a lot of these classics, and the best thing that the city did was they fixed the downtown area because, you know, back in the day that was where everybody hung out on Third Avenues and all that stuff in Birmingham. So reinvesting into the city, you know, new stadium in the middle of the city as opposed to still got Legion Field, which is not far from downtown, but they got a baseball field for the Barons and UAB they can use right there on campus. Then Legion Field, I think it's got some updates, but this is good, you know, getting some more exposure for the HBCUs. We trying to get a W around here. I mean, this is ridiculous right here. We're going to have to start opening up practice and get some new players probably up there at Morehouse. Have you seen the new stadium bill?
No, I hadn't seen it.
Oh, wow. You got to check out Shot Micah. He went over there and did a little field trip. I might go over there and do a drone shot and then put it up on Facebook and let everybody see it. But new turf. We got the what's the new turf, that smart turf stuff, that not real.
Okay.
Got that. Got a brand new track around it, so it's going to be less maintenance, of course.
Oh, we got a new screen too, right?
Oh, yeah, new screen. Oh, yeah, new screen over there. Oh, yeah.
We got a
screen.
Jumbotron over there.
Yeah, we got a Membotron, a Membo. A Membo. It's a mini jumbotron combined together. We call it a Membotron. But yeah. So good luck to the Tigers. The Tigers, you know, they got a chance to go see what me and Marcus been experiencing our whole life. When they played West Alabama, they got a chance to go practice at Alabama's practice facility. You should have seen the videos, and it's just all the banners hanging. They was like, "What the absolute?" Yeah. They got some guap, but we about to do that too with the HBCU. We about to get our money up. So hopefully Florida State don't mess up the movement and try to come get Dion. And Dion, if you a man of your word, you're gonna ride that thing, man. You're gonna ride that thing. But we got the range of outcomes is up right now for week 6, Marcus. The standard is at the top. We don't even need to talk about them. But everybody below Georgia, I like it.
I do too, man. It's a lot of uncertainty in college football right now. You got 2 spots that any one of these 10 teams can be in that spot.
Notice he said 2 spots. Actually, 3. There are 3 openings for the college. And then when they move up to 8, it's going to be 7 openings for college football.
Alabama Invitational, baby. Who
Yes. That's it. That is absolutely it. Just letting y'all know. Y'all want to go to 8? That means you're really going to 7. If you want to go. Just saying. I'm just saying, Marcus. I thought Oregon should have fallen on down to a little lower from losing to unranked. What's up, cuz? Unranked Stanford. I mean, shouldn't that have been a bigger drop?
I would have thought so, man. But, you know, they trying to keep the money together, man. They want to give these Power 5 schools a chance to get in the playoffs. And like Oklahoma, or Oregon, they looking to screw these guys over, man. I think that Cincinnati's done enough as far as winning what they need to win. They just need to win out. And I think they deserve to be in, man. I mean, they're undefeated. If they're an undefeated team, they should be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so too. And Cincinnati's tough, but they put it to who they beat the other week. Who was that? I can't remember what team was that. It was a big game. Uh, they dominated
Notre
them.
Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame. That's why Notre Dame fell out. Oh, Russell Westbrook intercept. That's why I didn't start him.
Well, I think, you know what? I think they should be 3 and play Georgia because they played Georgia in the Peach Bowl. Run it
Yeah,
back.
run it back. Hey,
Run it.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, it's BYU. I don't even know. I when I saw that they were on, I said, well, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on them. How they been playing? You caught any of them games?
I hadn't caught one of their games. They snuck in there.
That must have been. Yeah. He said, y'all will be regular. Hey,
We'll
Gip.
never be regular. Ever.
Gip. Nick don't eat meat. He only eat vegetarian food now. So he said he got like 10 more years in the Gip. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's gonna be coach emeritus of group Gip. No matter what, he's still gonna make plays. He's still gonna be at practice. Even if you're in a wheelchair, we gonna wheel him over there, bro. He got somebody assigned to him already. So, Marcus, we up against the NFL pick time. You ready to do this?
Yeah, man. I've been keeping up with us on the Office Pool app thing. Me and Kev do
Ninth place.
Office Pool
Thing.
And we quarter away, man, for the season. You 40-24, and I'm 38-26, man. So
hey, we in there, man.
I
I changed my whole entire process. So my whole entire process is not the way that I'm thinking completely out the box. I'm like, when I used to play the knockout leagues, I was like, man, I got to find the diamond in the rough. Nope, I'm just picking who I know gonna win. Because that's how you get it. So, but I've already used up Tampa Bay and Buffalo, I think. So, man, it's gonna be rough riding here.
I lost last week with the sorry ass Saints.
I saw that. I meant to tell you, I forgot to remind you about that. But hey, it's always next.
To the Giants, man.
How y'all
beat the Giants?
How do y'all?
Come on.
I know Falcons do some dumb stuff, but that touchdown to Hot Blazing Amazing John Ross, the one where they tackled him, he fumbled it, and they both laid on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Gip, this is a family show. Watch your mouth. Don't get us. Gip, we just saying it. Don't get us banned on Facebook. It already happened like the first week out. We had to do everything over. But we got some NFL on, Marcus. It's time for the NFL time of the evening. Football is upon us. Football. Who you got in this one, Marcus? Since it's on already, we can kind of see how it's going. But what you got?
Man, I went with the Rams. They needed to bounce back from that loss last week. And Seattle, they not really as good as in the past. I think it's one of those teams where we think about the past Seahawks. This is not the same Seahawks, and Russell can't do it alone. So I think the Rams should be too much.
Yeah, they still 0-0 though. So, like we said, them Thursday games, anything can happen. They 3-4 days rest, not even 4 days really, because they probably didn't practice in pads all. This their first time hitting probably since Sunday, but it's already kind of a tight game. 12:46. You're probably behind on y'all because I'm streaming. I don't have cable no more, but yeah, definitely looking good. Cooper Kupp looking like he's coming down to earth. Tally ho, Marcus. There's a game going on in England at 9:30 a.m. I think if I'm off, I'm going to stay asleep. Man, the Falcons, bro, like every time you think they don't know another way it's no other way to lose. He threw the ball across the field, bro.
Because half of the team not going to London. So I got the Jets. Calvin Ridley not going, Gage not going. Who in the hell Matt Ryan gonna throw the ball to?
Who else? The running back wide receiver, Cotterell Patterson. So
he'll be a wide receiver this week.
He got a kind of a British name too, though. Doesn't he? Patterson. Cordell Patterson. Yeah, Cordell Patterson.
Cordell ain't British.
No. Gip says it's the
I got the
Seahawks
good.
uniform. Yeah, Gip, yeah, I can agree with that. The Seahawks uniform is that green is terrible. I don't
Man,
know
that
why they.
green is terrible,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Ooh.
I mean, but that's Phil Knight. That's a Nike green. That's not like a green that the Seahawks got in there. They more like I don't know, olive or something. But excited about this. The future versus the past.
Yeah.
Burrow
Um,
versus A-Raj.
I think this is another. I think this is. I want to pick Joe Burrow and them so bad, man. I really do because they look good. But I know Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay just cranking up right about now.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think they quite ready for that. So I'm going with Green Bay.
Gip say we'll end in a different time zone. Well, Gip, I'm going to be asleep, so I'm not going to watch it. So now I got to work on Sunday, so I'll be at work. You know, the people in the patient room will have it. But yeah, this is going to be an old head with another old head teaching some young heads about, you know, when you play zone, watch me sit down in it. And they just hired my man from Dallas, the linebacker. Jalen Smith. I mean, I don't necessarily know if they needed him because their guy from Florida, he's all over the field. I can't think of his number right now. 51-ish, maybe. I can't think of the guy's number. Got dreads. Guy got dreads from Florida. He makes some plays.
Yeah, I think they're looking for depth. I think they want to get some depth, and that's a good pickup.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, even though it's Green Bay, yeah, he just said they got Smith. We see that. Yep, thank you. Next, this is my game, Marcus. I think I'm going to target this in DraftKings some kind of way, some kind of combinations. Don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to do a Thielen Swift with the quarterback from Minnesota, but Minnesota needs a bounce-back game, and they got a bounce-back team to play against. What you think?
I like the Vikings. I like the intensity they playing with, even though they laid an egg last week, which pretty much makes me think that they're going to bounce back this week. The Lions going to catch somebody, and the Vikings would be a good candidate, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to pick them against Minnesota, right, since they bouncing back. So I got the Lions. I got the Vikings beating the Lions on this one.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's in the dome. I mean, they all both know each other well, but Lions just not enough scoring power. But hey, they did show a couple of weeks ago that they can keep up with certain teams, but this came up just a little bit too short. Teddy Two Gloves. I don't know if he made the run, but it's catching up to Roethlisberger, brother.
Yeah, it is, man. And I'm seeing the same issues that we had last season with Big Ben again. Denver, they need Teddy Bridgewater, so that's what's going to be dependent on who I pick here. Because I think Pittsburgh has enough to score, and without Bridgewater, Denver's a different offense. So just because I think Teddy might not play, I got to go with the Steelers.
Yeah. That's a sneak play, by the way. Cortland Sutton if Drew Lock play, because that's who he threw it to last year. So remember that for your DraftKings. Yeah. And your prize picks. Yeah, no Teddy. I say Ben them got enough without Teddy. With Teddy, I think they got a chance. I think the Broncos need to let Javonte loose. I think he's got a little bit more pop than Gordon. What you think?
I think so too, man. I think he ready to pop at any moment.
Yeah, he's definitely quicker on the. I mean, Melvin had that long run, but that was a Giants missed tackle. But we got a couple games where we don't even really need to talk about Marcus. But
Tampa all day, man. This
is an AFC. This is an AFC. He gonna bring out the AFC Tom Brady for him.
Man, did you know that doggone? Did you know that? The Dolphins receivers are some of the lowest targeted receivers in the whole league, dog. I looked that up today. They don't even get targeted.
Bro, it's crazy. I mean, when you watch them, I mean, who's calling the plays? Like when they do it, they calling plays like when the league, you know, if a running quarterback, you know, comes in, they just make the I call them the Tyrod Taylor throws. You know, the ones to the outside and the comebacks and the sit down in the zone type throws. Like they running that, I'm like, Man, let Tua rip that thing. Here we go. Where we going? Oh, Lockett. That's a penalty. There it is. Yeah, this is Tom Brady gonna rewind to go back to the days when he was in the AFC and mollywop these guys.
Remind them who he is.
Yeah, you know I've been gone a year, but this is what I still do. Next game for the fans that could be watching us and hanging out with us still. The Saints, and don't lose to the Saints, man, like y'all lost to the Giants. I mean to the Washington like we did, bro. So, cause we beat the Giants. I mean, that's one thing we can't say, right? We beat the Giants. I mean, hey, beat the Giants.
I was talking to our good friend Mark, man. I was trying to figure out what the problem is because I was like, y'all, I didn't see the game. And he seems to say that it's based on coaching and Sean Payton not wanting to take the training wheels off of Jameis Winston and allow him to stretch the field. I think he realized maybe this past week it ain't going to work unless he do that because Kamara ain't going to be able to do that. So I think that this is the week we see Jameis Winston sling that thing, and Washington's defense is not as good as it was last year. So I'm going to take
that's what's so crazy. I mean, all the analysts were on this defense. Like, it's like night and day. Like, they not getting no sacks. I mean, I drafted Chase in one of these leagues I'm in where it's just one defensive player you can draft. I'm like, man, I'm talking about 1 point, 2 points. I'm like, Chase, man, he got that money, man. He might not have that hunger right now. He going to have to get knocked down or something, but they did play a good game last week. It's got DK for the touchdown. There you go. But yeah, this is all Saints. I mean, if they run the plays they ran on who they lose to, Giants. At the end of the show, we got a little funny to show y'all too about that game. But I got the Saints too. No go there. Shootout here. I don't think it's a shootout.
Nah.
The defense is pretty good.
Yeah, they saying that McCaffrey's gonna play.
Oh.
If he plays, I think Carolina has the upper hand. But if he doesn't play with the injuries that they have in the secondary, I think that Philly could play them well. But my official pick, I'm going to go with the Panthers.
Yeah, I like the Panthers too. And then when Gilmore gets ready to play, as y'all know, they acquired Gilmore from the Patriots from a 6th-round draft pick, I think.
Yeah,
can come together on the money. So when you draft Gilmore, that means we want to win now. That's where we're going with this, Carolina. So you're making power moves.
They said the Falcons offered a deal for Gilmore, and he told them, hell no.
He don't want to go to them losers, man. He already beat them. Why you want to go down there with a losing culture? We got to get the culture right. We got to get the culture right around here so us to stop getting this type of treatment in the free agencies and the trades and stuff. They want to come here and go see the dances and do the Urban Meyer when they're in town, but they don't want to play for us. You know what I'm saying? How that work? Prepare for Derrick Henry to run for 220 yards on this weekend. This is the team that he likes to get his most yards in his career. If you look at his stats, they're probably astronomical. There's a couple of 180, 200-yard games there. Still think it'll be competitive because Tennessee done been in some weird battles here this year. Weird battles. What you got?
Yeah, I got the Titans, man. I think it's going to be the Derrick Henry show. But I'm with you. I think it'll be entertaining. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be too much Derrick Henry.
Too much.
And, you play ball control. You can't really score if you don't have the ball. So yeah. I got Tennessee.
Yeah. Gibbs said on the last little segment, Darnold leads the league in rushing touchdowns. Yep, that's what they did say last week. They did say that. Next game, we got to watch this. I guess we got to whoop. I didn't push it. But we'll pull it up, though. We will pull it up because that's how it goes. I just cut to it. The battle of the red. The battle of the red, white, and blue with 1-star logo. Mac Jones kind of grew up pretty quick last week. That was definitely a. I mean, we knew he had it. He had it in him. You know, he's very, very calm in the pocket. But The way he runs, it reminds me of a young Tom Brady, though. That's kind of the vibe I got. He was going to all. I mean, one time he read through 3 reads before he threw the ball. I was like, woo, Matt processing that information. Mac Jones. Y'all get his number, call Mac Jones. Mac Jones going off. I like his connection with, these another DFS targets for you, Marcus. Kendrick Bourne and Jacoby Myers. Remember that when you need some salary relief.
Jacoby Myers is in the top 20 of targets.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's like number 16.
Oh, yeah. Because Aguilar is the deep ball, right? For them.
Yeah.
So they throw under so much. That's why I'm targeting Bourne. Bourne was getting a lot of the over the middles in that game against Tampa Bay. Shout out to the Bears fans out there in Bears land, because this is the perfect place for the Bears fan to say, hey, which game are we going to travel to? Las Vegas. There's enough beer out there for the Bears fan. I don't know if they got enough meat in the shape of a hot dog out there, but they definitely got a lot of drinks. I think this will be a good one. You can throw the ball on the Bears, and Derek Carr didn't do that well last week. He was kind of under control. Kind of had a little issue this week when Bosa said that, when you rattle him, he pretty much, before we even got to him, he was curling up. Did you see that comment he made? He said he was already in the fetal. He saw me come around in. He just got in a fetal position and cradled the ball, protected his kid from me. So, but yeah, in this game, if they play the way they played last week, the Bears gonna win this game.
Think so?
Yeah. Man, look at Michelle taking my money from Henderson. Man, get yourself off the field. What you got?
I don't know if the Lightning gonna strike twice. I think now we got tape on Justin Fields for 4 quarters. Raiders coming off of a loss. I think I got the Raiders bouncing back.
Oh, and they're at home too, huh? They play a little different at the Chris Nib. They play a little bit different. I'm gonna stay with my pick though. I'm rolling with y'all, Baz. I'm rolling with you, Theo. I'm rolling with you, Griff. I'm all there for y'all, man. I'm going with y'all. So that's how we gonna roll it. Sugar to beep. Yeah, buddy.
The Browns aren't committed to doing what their strength is, which is running the ball, and they want Baker Mayfield to be the hero. And until they learn how to just stick with their guns, they're gonna keep finding themselves in tight games and losing games. Chargers rolling right now, man, and I don't really see any. I don't see the Browns slowing them down in a way that they won't keep doing what they doing. So I got the Chargers, man. They look good.
I don't know, because they just shut down Minnesota to nothing after the first quarter. That's a good defense. That's a top 5 defense, I think the Browns are. And Mike, you can't have a game like they had last week, throwing to Mike Williams. He gets 1 catch for 11 yards. Eckler, yes, he was a nice pressure relief when we was off with the connection with Williams, but I don't know. Raiders got the who's at the Raiders? Yeah, the Raiders got to him pretty good. Imagine what them 2 ends about to do now. I don't know.
I think Herbert got that 1-2-3 arm strength that can really show his talent, man. Last year he didn't have a good line and he got hit a whole lot and was under pressure a lot. So I think he might actually be used to it and might still be able to perform at a high level. So I think Herbert is greater than Baker Mayfield right now. And if it came down to somebody driving down the field to score to win, I'd take Herbert over Mayfield right now. Plus, Mayfield hurt.
Didn't know that. I just saw Gip just said that. I had to go back and revisit some things. I'm going to push on this, Marcus. I'm going to let this one. I'm going to go with you on the Chargers. I'm going to have to go look again because I got to check some stuff out. Sean Garrett is coming to see y'all, Dallas.
Man, for the past, back here, it was like 4 or 5 years in a row when Eli was playing. They always beat the Cowboys in Dallas. They beat them every year in Dallas. But the Cowboys rolling right now, man. They are rolling. But don't be shocked if this is a close game because New York has, I think, gotten the focus that they need. They beat the Saints, which was a big win for them. We'll see this week if they can keep it rolling. But I think it's good. This one is the one I'm looking at in DSF as far as doing a bunch of stacks because both of these teams going to score. And I think it's going to be a back and forth game. But I think because Dallas at home and the way that they're playing now, I got Dallas.
They got some low cost options too at wide receiver. They got two of them. The Collins kid. It's not Nico Collins. He's hurt. There's another person. I can't think of the name. We'll get it. I'll get to it. That research don't start till tomorrow because it'd be like you're a coach around here sometime, Marcus. Yeah, I'm going with Dallas too. Good to see Saquon. He was balling last week. Sorry, Saints, but he was doing his thing. But shout out to the Alabama cornerback, the wide receiver that became a cornerback that is getting paid every week. The money to check, show him the money. He definitely got to be. He definitely got to have Dion in his ear. Dion's like, hey, baby. Hey, they got to pay you. They got to pay you. Diggs. If y'all don't know, we're talking about Diggs, Stefan's little brother. What's Diggs' name, first name?
Trayvon,
yeah. So Trayvon, his little brother, making a name for himself on the other side of the ball, man. He's shutting and shadowing every team's kind of best player and kind of doing a really good job at it. Went to a little school called Alabama. So, hey. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Next game, Marcus. I'm not betting against Arizona no more. I am Kyler Murray. He is a wet. I don't know. He a grease pig, man.
He is.
He gets up out of there.
This young man has stepped up his game, and you see it. But I think the key addition to the Cardinals is A.J. Green.
Yeah,
I think A.J. Green has really put them up on another level. And because of that, you can't double D-hop every time, and that just is a deadly combination. I think Frisco is a good team, but with a rookie quarterback, I don't know if he's going to have enough juice to keep up with this juggernaut because Arizona rolling right now, man.
Is it time to give the Cardinals defense like some kudos?
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing about it is not an overpowering defense, but it got long dudes, man. I think the average height is 6'3" over the whole defense. And they got athletic linebackers. They got athletic defensive linemen. The cornerbacks and safeties are pretty good. Like, I mean, you got to think about it. They've been having a high draft pick for, 10 years straight. So eventually you're going to get the talent, that's going to put you in the place you're going to be. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, man. He is Gibb said he's a glitch in the game. Yeah. Yeah, he is fat. He's so quick. He just get out of there, man. But he keep his head upfield and drop that thing where it's supposed to be. But we all came for this one, Marcus. We all came to see this one right here. You got your hat today? I know you got the hat. You know hat today?
No, I didn't bring out the hat, man. This one snuck up on me, and I didn't get my gear. I'm gonna have it ready for Sunday, though.
Oh yeah. We gonna definitely watch. I can't watch it on Sunday, but we definitely gonna be. I'm gonna be watching it at work, letting y'all know that. So y'all give me some time. He said he like Bo on Tecmo Bowl. I don't know about that. Bo could be tied up in the thing. You dive in his legs, he break it and run down the sideline. But Josh Allen brings the team he needs, and KHC is not peaking like they normally do. I got the Bills, man. I'm going with the Bills. They hot.
Yeah. Kansas City defense is hot garbage. And
Zach Moss. Is it a Zach Moss and DFS day?
I think it's a Josh Allen and company day. I think they're gonna light them up. I think they're gonna light them up. Diggs. I think they're gonna light them up, man.
Oh yeah, I think they're gonna. As I read a stat, they throw the ball 48% of the time when they already up.
Yep.
They throw the ball.
All about Josh. Well, you got to think about it. They want Josh Allen to win an MVP. They want him to be the man. They paid him all this money, and he wants to be that. And I've been watching them, and they run just so you can respect it. because they trying to yank that thing and get those points.
Man, I think it's another Emmanuel Sanders day here. I think Emmanuel gonna get him some.
Yeah.
Cole. You could run that week 3 Buffalo Bills stack back real smooth. I'd avoid Diggs, but I'd go Beasley. The 2 secondary, because it seemed like Sanders and Beasley, yeah. And then maybe throw a Knox in there, just get you a steal.
Hey, I was gonna say Knox,
but hey, I'm going back Max Williams, baby. They play Max Williams. He normally do that to throw it to him, and it's a tougher defense type scenario. So hey, I'm going with Max Williams this week. Monday night. Go ahead.
Kansas City come and play in a big game, but they not bringing big guns because they defense is trash.
Hot garbage. And we end the day with Lamarski and Karski.
It's gonna be a show. Lamar gonna have. It's on Monday night too.
Yeah,
Lamar gonna put on a show for these boys, man. The Colts. Carson Wentz is just not the answer, folks. And I'm sorry to say this, but he's just not. I think Baltimore's defense will be able to get enough pressure to rattle him, and that's all you got to really do. And if the offense is on the field that long, it's not going to end well. But I got Baltimore winning this one.
Yeah, I think it's the same scenario when he played against Kansas City. It's gonna be it's gonna be one of them type games right there. One of them type games. Wait a minute. Oh man, what happened to why is Michelle carrying the ball so much? Is my man hurt?
I don't know if he hurt.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all keeping it going with our, keeping up with the community. There's a young fella that I work with. I'm gonna take our picture off of there, Marcus. With one of the nurses at the hospital. He's a nurse. He's a paramedic. He's a business owner. He's a father. He's a husband. He's a friend. He do it all. Beyonde Pate of Pate's Pit Barbecue. By the way, y'all, I made that logo for him. Hey, it's looking nice. So why am I putting him up here? Well, he wanted to kind of work around, learn to barbecue even better, because I think he kind of already know how to barbecue. But so he went down to Myron Mixon down in Milledgeville, wherever that place is. He went to the Myron Mixon barbecue camp. It's like a 2-day camp. He goes down there. They cooked every type of meat possible in every type of way on the grill. Came back. He said, man, I'm about to start another business. I was like, what's the business? He's like, man, I think I'm going to do some barbecue, and I'm going to kind of teach people how to do barbecuing. So literally, it had to be maybe 3 or 4 months later, he had talking about, I got sauces already. I was like, what? That's like, bro, that was fast. He's like, nah, bro, I told you when it's moving, when I get moving, it's going. So if y'all can't see it on the screen, you can see his sauces. He got a peach, a blackberry, a pineapple, and a sweet heat, and a mango. The blackberry, you can spread it on. Any of these sauces you can spread on any meat you like to. Like if you want to glaze your salmon after you take it off, definitely on chicken and pulled pork. Pulled pork is where this stuff kind of pops. But yeah, Beyonde, man, he's all over the place. He all slim now, you know what I'm saying? Look at him looking all cute on the screen. But definitely a good guy. Just got him a trailer, so he's gonna be coming to y'all. Y'all look him up on Facebook, Beyonde or Pate's Pit Barbecue, and the owner is Beyonde Pate. So still trying to keep these exposés out on people. Marcus said, I think he gave me one yet. We were supposed to have Zay. That's what it was. But yeah, we pretty nice. We up against the end, Marcus. It's almost time. It's 9:30. Trying to get in and out. I got one funny. I just found one. I hadn't done a funny in a minute, so we got one funny. I just want to show y'all. So I was looking at something. I don't know who sent this to me, but one of my people sent this. Hold on a second. Hold it. You hear that, Marcus? Did you just hear that volume?
No.
You didn't hear nothing?
Mm.
Oh, I guess we can't hear it. I can't do it. But I'll post it on the page. But they got this guy named Mr. Go on Mr. Go 30 on Instagram. Just look at him, y'all. He's just like a coach that is looking at the film the day after. It is hilarious. He's like, look at you not want to. What, you didn't want to get your sleeve dirty?
Right.
He said, son, you're not going to the. He said, what you want to do when you grow up? You want to go to the league? He's like, no, I want to be an OBGYN. He's like, oh, because that's how I feel when I'm dealing with you. So funny, so funny. But yeah, man.
You know,
So weekends here. What you got going on?
football, man. Watch the fight.
I'm gonna come over
Try to
for the
get
fight. I'm come
teams
over for the
together,
fight.
man.
Did
Watch
you try to?
Bama.
Did you try that sauce you said you was gonna use the seasoning? How did it turn out? The
Which one?
wings. You said you got some Lowry's or
Oh yeah. I fried them up, man, and that wasn't the best way to go. I think it's gonna be more baking, grilling
okay.
type of seasoning for it, and frying some fish with it. I think I'm gonna try that tomorrow.
Yeah. What's up? What up? What up? What up, Theo? I know you've probably been busy, but yeah, we finishing up. Picked your Bears, Theo. I picked your Bears. So at least so you know the Bears this weekend, and then let's see what else. I gotta work. Gotta do something. I had a baseball game canceled. I swear we played one baseball game all season for Kai. Like
Yeah,
every time COVID hit. Then we had to wait 2 weeks. Then the rain, and today we thought we was gonna play, and then a storm just dropped out. I wanted to say shout out to the family in Homewood, Hoover area. Kid was driving last night when that flash flooding came. He came down somewhere in River Chase and lost control of hit a higher than normal water. Got washed over the edge of the bridge, man. Him and his girlfriend drowned. Like
man.
23 years old, man. I saw it pop up on my feed earlier from some people from town. So shout out to that young man's family. Stuff like that. Just can't prepare for nothing like that. But that was a crazy storm. They said. I mean, and you think of Birmingham, we in the mountains, but more the valley areas kind of get that push. So, but yeah, hug your loved ones. Never know what's gonna happen. Marks, you got anything else, man?
Nah, man. Let's wrap this thing up, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Bright Idea Sports. Deuces.